HMS Victory. This video is probably going to take a while to actually finally get out. I've pre-wired a lot of the lower deck for the LED lighting through to the stern for the officers' quarters. I've got wires to the front of the ship, because I believe we'll have a couple of doors here that we'll be able to see lighting through. I've also got lights in the cargo area, and I'll be doing a little bit of work on that a bit later. I'll show you all that lit up at the end of the video. What we're going to be doing is starting the planking this week. So as I've done on this side, I'm going to put a balsa wood block in this side, and also we'll be bearing off this front edge of the first two frames here. So I've already got a piece of 2mm by 6mm lime wood, and all I'm going to be doing is laying it across. I don't know if you can see, I can't really get a better camera position, but it's only touching the front edge of this frame here and a bit of the front edge here, so that needs to be shaped to allow it to sit flat all the way across the frame. And also this front edge will have to be sanded off a little bit. When we put the balsa block in, that'll be sitting about 2mm behind this pattern here, so that when we put the 2mm plank on, that'll be level with this section, and then when we put the second layer on, it'll be nice and smooth all the way down. So I'll just start gradually sanding this off, and that'll give us an idea of how we're going with it. Okay, so it's touching all the way there, and all the way there, and that's fine. This has actually popped out a little. I'll have to re-nail that in place, and then once the balsa wood block's in, that'll be nice and supported as it comes round. Okay, so coming up that way, I'm not touching there, so I need to take some off towards the bottom here. Okay, so that's touching, and that's touching. Fine. And that's fine. Okay, so I'll get the balsa wood block and we'll start working out how to shape it. Okay, I didn't have a single balsa wood block, so I've actually glued 6 5mm pieces of balsa wood together. I've just shaped the top of it so it fits that angle that goes up here. Then all I do, roughly work out where it's going to go there, follow the frame behind it, and then the front's the hard part, so I just do a rough guide where that's going to go. So literally all I'm going to do next is I'm going to get my saw, cut across just in front of that line there, across this way to give us a rough shape, and then we'll start sanding it to the dimensions that we need. So I'll go cut this and then I'll be back. A rough sort of shape now, which gives us something to start with. This line around here is level with the outside of this pattern around here, so we've actually got to sand this back to within, or 2mm inside that line. So we'll start off getting that right, and then we'll bring it down at an angle to this line on the inside. I won't show all of it because it takes quite a while. I'll just come back, I'll do a little bit, come back as I get closer and closer until eventually it fits as it should. Okay, as you can see, that's now level with that pattern there. So we've taken enough off that top part. So now we just have to do the same thing, bringing this down about 4mm inside the edge of that frame, just so it follows that curve. So I'll go ahead and get this closer and then come back. Once I'm starting to get close, I'll start using a sanding block instead of the Dremel. So I just do a test bit again. I'm now at the 2mm all the way around here. If I put our plank on there, it's sitting nicely against the frame there. Try further around, and that's not too bad. Come down a bit further and we're no longer touching on this frame, so I know that this area here is sitting out a little bit too far forward. So I'll just use the sanding block to gradually get closer and closer. All this takes quite some time, but in the long run it's worth it because it makes the planking so much easier. Okay, still off a little bit. That's now touching on the frame there. It's still being held out a little bit down the bottom. So I'll keep gradually sanding this away and then I'll come back when it's ready to be glued. Got the correct shape now. I'm just going to glue it into position. I've got white glue on each face that will be attached. Okay, we'll leave that to dry and then we can start the planking. So we're going to be using these 6mm by 1.5mm lime wood. I usually, well these planks are a metre long, so they become a bit unwieldy to do them in that. So I usually cut them shorter and I'll stagger the end of each plank over frames 7, 8 and 9, so I'll alternate it so it's not all in the same spot. Not that it really matters with a double layer of planking. So I usually prepare 6 planks at a time. I soak them for roughly 10 minutes and then I just gradually start bending them up, not pushing too hard, and if the plank starts to dry out, well then I just put it in water a bit more. Not sure if I just said I soak these for about 10 minutes. It takes a little while, but you don't want to rush it, you don't want to split or break the plank. Once they've been soaked, they're reasonably flexible. So that's probably about enough. So I'll do another one. Okay, I'll go ahead and do the other 4 that I've got wetted, and then we'll come back and start putting them on the ship. I'm just going to be using white glue. Just making sure I get around the top of that pattern there. Now, the only thing I've done to the front of this, I've put a bit, I don't know if you can see it, a very slight angle on it, just so it sits against the stem there properly. I don't normally use nails, but seeing this is going to be double planked, it's not really going to matter too much. nail pusher's just about had it. I'm expecting a new one to arrive tomorrow. This is an Artesania Latina one, and they don't last very long. Thing I'm going to do now is this one will be finishing on frame 7, so I'll just cut that there. Get rid of the excess glue. Okay, that's the first plank. Next one, following the same process, I've just tapered it a little at the front. Where the last one finished on frame 9, this one will be finishing on frame 8. Okay, we'll do one more, then I'll do the other side on my own, and then we'll come back to do the back half. And next one will be finishing on frame 7. Last one didn't go in properly. on this build I'm actually going to follow the instructions pretty well exactly as when it comes to planking, because it's pretty similar to the way I do it anyway. So the first 6 to 8 planks will be all full width planks. Then we'll start tapering them. So basically it'll end up being planked in 3 sections. So you'll have the full width planks, about 6 to 8 of them. Then we'll have another lot coming around up meeting here, and then that will be filled in, and then we'll do the top and work down to join everything up near the end. Okay, as I said, I'll go put another 3 planks on the other side, and then we'll turn filming when we do the back half of the ship. Prepare the stern of the ship for planking. As these come around, it's going to be only just touching on the corner of this frame, and just that one's not too bad, but we'll take it just a tiny bit off of there, and this one will have to have a fair bit of an angle put on it as it comes around. I don't think we'll have to bend these either when we put them on. I think the glue will hold it in place. It's not overly severe to bend it there. So start sanding this off. Okay, that's not too bad. I'll get the other side done, and then we'll start planking the rear of the ship. Back half's going to be exactly the same as the front half, without the big bend on it. Okay, we have a very small gap just at the back. There's not much we can actually do about that. You can't force the plank down that way, but that's not a big deal. So do the next two planks without the commentary, and I'll just speed the video up. There's three layers of, well, first full 3 layers of planking on this side. I'll do the rear of the ship on the other, and then we'll come back and we'll do 3 more planks, and I'll see how we're going for time. It might even be all I'll upload this week, because seeing the making the balsa wood and doing the sanding and everything took a fair bit of time. So as I said, I'll do the other side and then I'll return. 6 layers of planking on each side, 12 in total. I tend to only do 3 layers a day, and plus having to do the balsa wood and the lighting, it's taken a bit longer this week, but the next video we should get a fair bit more done, I would say. I know I said I was going to show the lighting, but I want to get this video wrapped up for this week, and I'll show the lighting at the start of the next video. It's only a start that I've made on it, so it's not a real lot to show anyway. So thanks for joining me, and hope to see you next time. Cheers.